Do you believe in UFOs? Well, I do. Why do I believe in UFOs? Because they're everywhere. I shit you not. If a UFO ever comes your way, would you see it? What would you do? Would you tell anyone? Would you think you're crazy? Well, hell, I don't know what I would do. I'd probably go feed them chickens and milk that cow. After that, I wouldn't know what the hell to do. Well, anyways, I'll tell you. UFO one time. It was out in Texas. I shit you not, son. That son of a bitch came out of nowhere. Flew right straight through the motherfucking glass. Thought it was a jetliner, and then next thing you know, it came down and zapped up one of my chickens. I was like, oh, hell no, Bubba, get the shotgun. Well, Bubba didn't get the shotgun. He shit his pants and ran. He done went and ran OFFT off. Well, after a little bit, I realized that son of a bitch wanted to eat some KFC, you know. Which I didn't really understand why he was at my chicken if he wanted him some of that good old Colonel Sanders. Well.
Hi, other people of YouTube. Okay, this might be a little strange, but I think I'm a lizard person, and, well, not a full lizard person or anything. I think my dad was the lizard person, and my mom is the human, so I guess that makes me like a hybrid. And so, here, you know, let me just show you.
So I said, who's David Icke? So I can't believe you've never heard of David Icke. I thought you'd be a follower of his. And he brought up an interview on YouTube with David Icke and Terry Wogan. Now, as I said to Stephen, what's everybody laughing at? Why is everybody laughing at him? You know, he's quite right about that. And telepathic aliens, you know, as you know, those who watch me, I get messages from telepathic aliens. I don't pass them on. I don't tell anybody what the telepathic aliens are saying, but I do get messages from telepathic aliens. There's reptilian aliens, I get messages from reptilian aliens. You know, what is so funny about it? The psychiatrist.
Hey YouTubers, Rick Bruce here. So, there's always a big question about who to trust, you know? I mean, once you find out that everything you see on the news is a bunch of total bullshit,
level of deception and why it's important that we confront people like Bill Gates. Now, Melissa Melton, you went down with David Ortiz yesterday to the University of Texas. Bill Gates was speaking. They all applauded him. They were all buying into how he's saving lives and helping the world. But you know different, right? Because you've been investigating these matters. Tell us what happened. Tell us why you went down there, and then let's go to that video.
Well, yesterday Bill Gates was here to unveil a new building that he helped donate to the University of Texas, and he was giving a closed, very controlled, very secured speech to a bunch of computer science majors, which was supposed to be about computer science, but actually it ended up being a lot of it was about vaccines and healthcare and not really about computers at all, or just a side issue almost. One of the first things I did when I started researching Bill Gates, one of the first things I found out was that through his foundation and through the Gavi Alliance, they've been doing all these tests in developing nations that are hurting people, they're killing people, and he's putting millions and millions of dollars into this. And I even have a quote here that I'm going to read later, but people are wondering, why is it that he's spending so much money on these vaccines? Millions and millions, hundreds of millions of dollars on these vaccines that are literally killing children in other countries.
Is it safe?
Hello there, people. This is the channel for truth. Because they are the ones who are going to save the world against the reptilian attack, which is coming our way soon.
Thank you for tuning in to the Shikama Live Show with your host, Shikama. Let's be serious for a second here. UNICEF, Bill and Melinda Gates, WHO, the World Health Organization, should all be banned from the continent of Africa.
I've seen Bill Gates say, in that little yuppie voice, and then what we need to do is get this graph down to 0 on carbon dioxide being output on the earth. How are we going to do that? Well, humans are the main thing, and we put out individually this amount at the TED conference. What do you think about that? Everybody goes, ah, and he goes, that's right. We've got to get this down to 0. And he puts his clicker and puts an image of a human up there. And all the little anti-human control freaks You know, that mommy never disciplined, like get off on the thrill of, we're going to kill everybody. And Gates laughs with it. And then I should do a special newscast on this on the nightly news, where I just show a little giggling about killing us. The giggling about killing us at TED conference. The giggling about killing us at another conference where he said, wise old Nellies that rule us. If we get rid of grandma and don't give her end-of-life care, we hire 10 teachers. What do you think about that? And I was like, oh yeah, I mean, it's just like scum, Nazi filth, trash, garbage, maggots. We are all ruled by little chicken neck Nellies going, kill everybody. I get off when I talk about cutting people's power off. I'm a Nelly.
Road. Can you tell us where the liquid armor came from?
You know what, I don't want to go down that road. Okay. The security reason?
Don't want to tell you the secret sauce.
Yeah, can I not talk about that one? Let's not talk about that one for now.
Now, Defense Minister McLeod did confirm today that more than 54 18 fighter jets are spending about as much as 20 and ready to assist the 100 deployed over the amount needed. Now, it did depend that how the NOLAN remerges our end, while the university or the UN mission as whole received support from all batteries in the hues of the garbins of today. Excuse me. I'll hand it back to you.
Yeah.
It's day 5, and Mary has arranged to introduce Chris to Peter Curry. Peter is a security guard and a devoted family man with a remarkable story to tell about an alien encounter that he claims left him with the Holy Grail, DNA evidence.
No, what happened in 1992 was something you don't expect. And I've never had an experience or heard of experiences that have happened during the day. And this is 7:15 in the morning. I'm lying there and I feel like something jumped on the bed like a cat. As I sit up, I see sitting, straddling me, a naked blonde female, and sitting on the corner of the bed. So say I'm lying here on the bed, she's straddling me there, and right on the corner here is another female. The one that was sitting on top of me was blonde, very milky white skin, very, very attractive, but at the same time, longer face, a long nose, but it wasn't a big nose again, it was just like, it fitted their features very well, larger eyes, very well proportioned, I mean, I've got to say, and I'm thinking, what the hell is going on here? How did you get in here? And as I'm thinking this, I sit up, and as I sit up, she's cupped the back of my head with both her hands and pulled me to her breast, left breast, and pushed my face into it. My defense mechanism, whatever you want to call it, and it's so out of thing with me, I took a little bite, a nip, and I felt flesh, in my mouth. I didn't taste blood or anything, but I felt this bit of flesh in my mouth. I thought it was a bit of a nipple maybe. And as it hit the back of my throat, it was like you poured acid down the back of my throat, just this really bad chemical reaction. I started coughing, very heavy coughing, and as I've looked down and coughed, I've looked up, and I saw them looking at each other, and I picked up what they were saying. They weren't speaking, but it was telepathic communication again. It was, he's done this wrong, something's gone wrong, this isn't the way it's supposed to be, he's done this wrong. And I'm like, what the heck, what are you going on about? I could pick on it, I could hear it. I had an erection for like 6 hours afterwards, and it was pretty painful. And under my foreskin I found 2 hairs. One was like an S shape, almost curled, and the other one was sort of It was just wrapped around, embedded in though, like if you push your nail into you get a little bit of a mark. That's what they were embedded. I could see that they weren't on the surface. And as I tried to take them off, peel them off, it was total agony. And so I knew it had to be from them.
Peter released his sample for DNA analysis, which was conducted by a biochemist. The results that came back were extremely unusual.
And mate, I was bombarded with phone calls from the scientists. Come to our house, took hair samples from me, hair samples from Vivian, blood from me. So it was starting to get like a forensic investigation. What they found was the analysis confirmed the hair came from someone who was biologically close to normal human genetics, but of an unusual racial type, a rare Chinese Mongoloid type, one of the rarest human lineages known, that lies further from the human mainstream than any other, except for African pygmies and Aborigines. There was a strange anomaly of it being blonde to clear instead of black, as it would be expected from the Asian-type mitochondrial DNA. The study concluded the most probable donor, therefore, must be, as Cunty claims, a tall blonde female who does not need much colour in her hair or skin as a form of protection against the sun, perhaps because she doesn't require it.
And Peter, thank you.
No, thank you, Mary. You know, always here for each other. Yeah. That's what we've got to do.
That's right.
Always.
Yeah.
No, you did some good work.
Chris has decided he needs to talk to Peter Cunty again.
Hello?
Hello? Hello, Peter?
Speaking.
G'day, it's Chris Rodwell. How you going? Your account yesterday was pretty mind-blowing and quite detailed. Look, I was wondering whether or not you would be prepared to undergo a polygraph test.
Oh, not a problem. I've always requested it, mate. I even, at one stage, asked Bill, there was some talk of some truth serum that was being used in some military stuff, and I said, mate, I'd be more than happy to do that as well.
Okay, great. Cheers, Pete.
Cheers, sir.
Bye.
Whilst the polygraph test is conducted, the room must be cleared. So Mary and Chris have to wait outside until Gavin is finished.
It's going to be fascinating. He wants to get an answer, and he really is very interested in doing it. So that's going to be a fitting finale, I think. Really, if he passes that, what can you say?
Yeah, these things, they just record how you're going to breathe during the test. So just raise your arms up again. This one's going to go up and around your thoracic area. All right, just drop your arms down.
Yeah.
Those sensors on your fingertips, they record perspiration. Right?
Yep.
Okay. If you're feeling faint, if you're feeling uneasy, queasy, whatever, let us know if you do.
Yeah.
Okay, Peter, the test is about to begin. I'm now going to get you to close your eyes for me. Keep your feet flat on the floor. Don't move, and answer each test question truthfully. Is today Wednesday?
Yes.
Is your first name Peter?
Yes.
Do you intend to deliberately lie to any test question?
No.
In July 1988, did you definitely witness 5 aliens in your bedroom at your parents' home in Hurlston Park?
Yes.
Did you lie to me when you said you definitely witnessed 5 aliens in your bedroom at your parents' home in Hurlston Park?
No.
Is honesty more important to you than loyalty?
Yes.
Did you deliberately do anything to try and beat this test?
No.
Did you lie to me when you said you definitely witnessed 5 aliens in your bedroom at your parents' home in Hurlston Park?
No.
Okay, test is now over. Just... Chris, Mary, I suppose you're dying to know what the results were. Peter passed the test.